Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hey, 626.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Rodgers now on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Santos' kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Page, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy catch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 27, Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Page. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Set, ready. Slide 2. Cut, go.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
88.
Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
26.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. 10-0 to score after 1. On 1st down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the slant. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yellow, line, hurry,
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run on 1st down. It's Page, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Cool for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Check you. Ball red. Blue black.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ultra. Go ultra.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hey, 626.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, the left side completion to Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Rodgers will throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Got a man, it's London. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. this season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Jones again on second down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.